Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the summary of Nani by Kamala Das. Nani is a very beautiful poem written by Kamala Das. First, we will see the poem and then we will have an analysis of that. And Kamala Das has written this poem in a very simple style so that just reading the poem will give us the content of the poem. She begins the poem like this. She says, Nani, the pregnant maid, hanged herself in the privy one day. She says that there was a servant maid in her house. Her name was Nani. And this Nani was pregnant. And this pregnant servant maid Nani one day hanged herself in a private room. For 3 long hours until the police came, she was hanging there, a clumsy puppet, and when the wind blew, turning her gently on the rope, it seemed to us, who were children then, that Nani was doing to delight us a comic. And she says for that 3 long hours her body was hanging in that private room. Then the police came. And their time, all these people, that is a poet and her cousins and friends, were all small children. And they all went to the room and were looking at her and they thought it looked like a clumsy puppet. Because when the wind blew, her body was gently turning in the rope. And all the children thought that Nani was doing this to make them happy because Nani used to delight them regularly and she was a comic character for them because she loved children and she used to delight them always. And the children thought that Nani is doing this just to make them happy. Dance, the shrubs grew fast. Then she says, years started passing. Before the summer's end, the yellow flowers had hugged the doorway and the walls. The privy, so abundant, became an altar then, a lonely shrine for a goddess who was dead. And she says that after that, that private room which was used by the servant Nani was not at all used by anyone. It was totally abandoned. And according to the poet, it was like a lonely shrine for a goddess. And that goddess is now dead. Another year or two, and I asked my grandmother one day, don't you remember Nani, the dark plump one who bathed me near the wall? And she says about 2 or a year after that, I asked my grandmother one day about Nani. And since my grandmother looked blank, I tried to recollect her by saying that she was the dark plump one who used to give a bath near the well. Grandmother shifted the reading glasses on her nose and stared at me. And the reaction of grandmother was, she just shifted the glasses on her nose and she stared at the poet. Nani, she asked, who is she? With that question ended Nani. And her grandmother pretended as she could never remember a person called Nani and she asked her a question back, who is she? And she says that was the last time she ever heard about Nani in that house. That question from the grandmother ended the subject of Nani. Each truth ends thus with a query. And she says, every truth can be easily put to an end with a question like this, saying that you don't remember. It is this designated deafness that turns mortality into immortality, the definite into the soft indefinite. And she says that this deafness of pretending that you did not hear anything or you do not remember anything will turn mortality into immortality and definite into soft indefinite. They are lucky who ask questions and move on before the answers come. Those wise ones who reside in a blue silent zone, unscratched by doubts, for theirs is the clotted peace embedded in life like music in the quail's egg, like lust in the blood or like the sap in a tree. And she says that people like grandmother are very lucky and they are also very happy because when you ask them some question, they will ask you a question back and they will not wait for any answer. They will keep just living their life. And she says that they are very wise ones because they know how to keep quiet and how to live without having any doubts because their mind is embedded in peace, like how music is inside a quail's egg, how lust is in the blood and no one can see the lust outside, like how sap is in the tree and no one can see until the sap seeps out. And she says, thus she ends the poem. And actually this poem is a protest poem. And in this poem, Kamala Das reveals the cruelty of the rich feudal and how they behave towards poor people. And this Nani is a housemaid who symbolizes the poor, marginalized and victimized women in this feudal world. And here she says that they had a maid working in their house called Nani and at that time she was a child. And this Nani became pregnant and she committed suicide. And at that time she was a child, so she says maybe that Nani had committed suicide fearing about how to feed her child because she was poor, or maybe she died because she was raped by the landlord. But that information is not revealed in the poem. And the poet was too young at that time, and she remembers Nani amusing them, and she thought that Nani was actually amusing them even while she was hanging dead. And this incident reveals two things. First thing is Nani was depressed and sad because she was poor, or because she feared about the future of a child. And second thing is Nani likes children and she was also liked by the children, and that is the reason she used to amuse the children. And time passed and the place where Nani committed suicide was abandoned by the family. And one day when the poet asked the grandmother about Nani, the grandmother behaved as though Nani never existed in their family. This pretending of a grandmother showed one thing to the poet, that is, this can turn mortality into immortality. And the poet considers people like a grandmother luckier and happier because they prefer to go into just remain like that without learning what is the truth or revealing what is the truth. And even when they know the truth, they pretend to remain silent, like how the blue sky remains silent. And she says that this peace which they have in their life is showing that they believe that the chicks in the eggs of the quail will one day come out and sing. And that is, the lust is always there in the body of humans, and poor victimized women are the sufferers of this lust of human beings. And those who are doubtful like the poet, they can never be in peace. And this idea of lust in the blood is a direct attack on the nature of man in the society, because they have lust embedded in the blood. And people like the poor people like Nani are the victims of that lust, and frightened, and they are the ones who are frightened of the society. And also the poet points out that her grandmother ignored her question and pretended that there was no person like Nani living there. And maybe the grandmother behaved like that to protect the image of the family. That also can be a reason for her behavior. And with that, Kamala Das ends this poem. It is a poem which is a direct attack on the society. If you have anything more to add on to this comment, please write it in the comment box. Like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe. And while subscribing, don't forget to press the bell button. Only then you will get the notification of all my videos when I post them. Thank you.